All right, y'all, here we go again. Finally back again. I got my two brothers with me. Y'all know who I am. Flow Fearless. I got my brother right here. State your name again, bro.
It's me, it's King J, baby. What's popping?
What's going on? What's going on? My other brother, please state your name again, sir.
It's King Ellis or Ellis, either way. I'm still a king.
King Ellis, King Ellis. Okay, so we are back again with Once Again It's On podcast. We are sorry for the delay. We apologize. We know it's been a little while, but y'all know we can't stay off this thing. Y'all know we're going to come with the BS tonight. We're going to come with our opinions. We're going to run our mouth, but we also want y'all feedback too. But there's some few things we do need to discuss while we do talk about this stuff. And one of the first topics that we want to talk about tonight, fellas, if I can kind of start it off, we want to kind of talk about health is wealth. Health is wealth. Now, brothers, do y'all feel that that's the truth? Or do y'all feel that you can still eat what you want to eat, but as long as you have a balanced mind, and as long as you stay at a peaceful life and you have a happy life, and you're not in situations where you're down and you're depressed, do either of those go back and forth with each other?
I can start with it. So I believe when it comes to health as well, the combination of all those things with what you put in your body, what you put in your mind, the way you deal with stress, the way you deal with anger, anxiety, things of that nature. So you could always do something negative and it has a negative effect on you and people around you. Like, I look at it like when it comes to energy, you pass energy along, negative or positive. So if you know that to be true, you guys, definitely be mindful of how you deal with certain things.
Okay. What you got to say there, big body Benz?
I feel like it does go hand in hand. I think Alice said, energy and all that, but I really believe it's, you could eat whatever you want to eat in moderation, but still some food mess up your body, real bad. Like me, for instance, like as I got older, I can't do the dairy stuff, so I can't eat everything I want to eat no more, So, yeah, it goes hand in hand, guys. Looking at you, Kendrick.
Hand in hand. Okay, hand in hand. Yeah. You still talking, bro?
Let me apologize online too.
Yeah.
Let me
Please,
apologize online too if I can't. If I can't, because I'm driving in traffic, and then now it's raining and it's doing all types of stuff. Now it's like, dang.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, like I said, we apologize. We want to do something for y'all tonight. We do apologize about that. It is raining outside. I mean, it was pouring buckets, even before I got off work. It was like coming down like it was crazy. So if y'all don't see my brother Justin, don't be alarmed. He's there. He's just in traffic. We wanted to give y'all something because we know that it's been a while since we even, did a video for my last video. So my own thought process is this. I can tell y'all a little bit about my life, right? I was a pescatarian for almost 2 years, right? I remember before I became a pescatarian, I would consume a lot of different foods, fast foods. And I still do, can't lie, but I don't do it as much as I used to. But doing that, I found myself more tired, less energy. I was sore in my knees a lot. And you got to be mindful. I was still in my 20s. Now I'm 33 now, but I was still in my 20s at the time. I was getting sick a lot more, vomiting, just not feeling good. And I took the path of becoming a pescatarian. And let me tell y'all this, that was hard as hell. that stuff was hard, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and fun about it. That stuff was hard, but I made a conscious decision to say to myself, okay, I know for a fact that I have to make changes for my body. Because if I don't make changes, who's gonna do them for me? So I started slowly cutting off the meat, the red meat, I should say. Then, I wasn't even eating pork like that, but I definitely wasn't fooling with pork, but I was eating red meat. I love steak and cheese, still do, but I don't eat it no more. The hardest thing that I cut off, y'all know what I'm about to say, it starts with C. It starts with a C. What is it, fellas?
Chicken wings.
Exactly. Chicken.
I was like,
don't even play, Ellison. Look, you not even play with that tonight. I already know what you're gonna try to make a little jokey joke tonight. But yeah, but nah, I mean, that was the hardest thing. Yeah, boy, y'all got some jokes. But that was the hardest thing for me, man. But I made a decision, but I can tell you the benefits of it. I started sleeping better. I had more energy. I was more active. I lost weight. My skin glowed a lot better too. But to say all that in a nutshell, I don't want to hold up too much of me talk. I want y'all to talk too. I went back to eating chicken, but
Flowing, man, keep flowing.
huh? Say it again, Justin.
Flowing.
Okay. Yeah, so basically,
Keep flowing, baby, come on.
all right, yeah. Justin, you almost home? What you got, about 5-10 more minutes? Yeah.
6 minutes.
Okay. All right, yeah, because you kind of going in and out, but I'm gonna wait for you to get on here so we can see your face and hear you, whatever. But until then, me and Ellison gonna kind of hold it down. But yeah, man. I mean, that's just the main thing about it, man. It's like, I felt better doing that, and I never forget when I cut the chicken out, guys. I kid you not. This was 2000 and probably was 18 or 19. I lost a lot of weight though. I was small. Man, I used to go to gym, work out. I could never run on the treadmill. I was always struggling to run on the treadmill. Or if I did it, I could only do it for a couple minutes. Man, when I got out that chicken, man, and all that red meat stuff, I was in disbelief. I was running like I was a track star. Now, of course, I wasn't that fast, but I could keep going and going and going. So I do believe there is something to go along with that, Justin and Ellison, with taking care of your body. However, I'm gonna say it right now. I can't stand people when they be doing something, and I was guilty for this. Always trying to make you do something because they doing it. You know what I'm saying, Ellison?
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, like at the end of the day, I think once you get into the mindset of want to make changes, like positive changes in your life, that's the only way it will really work. If you're trying to copy it for somebody doing it, it's gonna last for so long, because if you don't have that mindset, like, all right, I need to make this change, it's not gonna really happen. I know for me, like a long time ago, this is probably about 15, 16 years ago, like I stopped eating pork for a while when I was dating somebody. And when I ate pork again, like I felt sick. Like I stopped eating pork for almost a year. So when I ate something like, I think it was a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I thought I was gonna die, because your body get
Wait a minute, dog. Hold on.
That.
Wait a minute, dog. You said you about to die.
No, it's just the way I feel after I ate it. Like I felt sick, like I was throwing up, like I had a bad headache. It was weird. It was something that, like, if you stop eating something for a long period of time, you get back to eating it again, your body has to adjust to it again.
Right.
Like even right now I'm trying to make the conscious decision to cut back on certain things, because I do want to go down on weight and stuff like that, like eat healthier. For me, it's health, and I want to be around my family like a lot longer. So that's why I try to make change, even going to the gym more often than I did the last couple of months, stuff like that. So it has to be a combination, like I said, of a lot of things. Mentally, you have to be there too. You can't, half-ass it,
right,
and you're doing one thing, doing something else. that can work on your mental, because you can be doing a lot of stuff and still mentally you still having issues. Like taking the stress out your life, um, just taking walks, like just enjoy, the environment around you. You know what I mean? Like enjoy the fresh air when you can. Simple things like that. You'd be surprised that it could change your outlook so easily. Because if you stay in your own head too long, then you have a negative outcome.
I can
So
agree.
you start doubting yourself. You start, yeah, like thinking negative about yourself, about other things. So it's like once you get out of yourself, so to speak, then things start falling into place. That's how I look at it. Looking at it from a behavioral health standpoint. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Justin, I
So
see you a little bit better tonight. Excellent stuff, Ellison. Excellent stuff. I love you. I love your great words, my brother. Always, I like to call you wise words, bro. You always got something wise to say. Um, Justin, I see you a lot better
appreciate it.
now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you a lot better now, Justin. I would like to hear you a little bit
Yeah.
more now that you're a little bit more focused. You're able to respond. Good to see you tonight, brother, as well. I know I kind of caught you off guard.
Good to see
Anyways,
you too,
y'all.
man. Good to see you.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all, me and my brother right here, we are both Tauruses. We go at it constantly, but that's love. It's love for both of these guys. But I just
Thanks,
got
love.
I just got through getting on him, but he got through getting on me. So it goes both ways. But anyways, Justin, go ahead, bro. I want to hear what you got to say, bro, about that. Now that you're a little more settled.
Um, yeah, a little self for a little while. So for me, I did the pescatarian thing for like 6 months. I didn't do it the correct way because I gave up all meat and everything, but I was still eating like I think I loaded up on ice cream. I replaced the chicken and turkey and all that with ice cream. I did it the Harbor way years ago. Um, let me think. Let me think. I think I gave up chicken. No, I gave up pork over 11 years now.
Mhm.
11 to 12 years I don't eat pork. Beef has been like 11 years, I believe. Since I moved out here to Virginia, I stopped eating beef too. It felt good. My vice is sweets. It's like chocolate and all that, and ice cream, of course. I just stopped eating ice cream myself. It's chocolate and candy and all that. It keeps the weight on me and stuff. I know that. I go to the gym, I work out, but smarter decisions. Now that I'm getting older, I got to make crazy smarter decisions because I don't want to, nothing bad to happen to me and stuff like that. Any heart problems. And a lot of the foods now, like I told my brother today when I went to his house, I was like, oh, you eating part tarts, be careful because they got, what was it, some soy in it. He didn't know.
Mm.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
soy in them part tarts, man. Them joint taste good, but you know what I mean? It's going, let me not, yeah, I know. Let me not say nothing, but yeah, you already know. But um, getting getting more healthy is always the key because when I let me see, let me think. When I first moved out here, I think I was like 300 and like let us say like 347 pounds. When I came out here, I stopped eating a lot of that stuff. Like that was like 10 years ago. So I stopped eating the beef and all that stuff. Before like right around the time I met you, Kendrick. And I went down to like I want to say like 260. I went down to
Damn.
like 260 because yeah, I was heavily into the gym and not eating no sweets. I was just steady eating like chicken or baked fish or, you know, just baked stuff, no fried, no nothing, no candy, no breads. I eat brown rice. And at that particular time, I understand like, okay, he was cutting out crazy calories and I was burning crazy calories in the gym. So that works for me. I know that's worked for me. I actually, am back in the gym hard, heavy since you know, gave up a bunch of stuff, man. I gave up candy again. I gave up
Mm.
ice cream, of course. I gave up sodas. I gave up cheese. I just need to get rid of the breads and stuff. I'm slowly gonna get back to it because I want to be around, man. I want to look good. I want to next year for our birthdays. I want to go to the beach or something. Take my shirt off. And before I forget, I was supposed to be home to do this because I wanted to take my shirt off and
Oh,
jump on the scale and all that stuff about
I
health and wealth. I do
apologize.
that in other maybe. No, you're fine. Maybe the third video, next video, we set that up. Um, it's cool though. It's cool. But go ahead, Kendra, go
I
ahead.
got it. Okay, so I got a question for you guys. We about to spice it up a
Yeah,
little.
yeah, yeah.
We about to spice it up a little bit. Is it true that if you eat healthy, it helps with your man? If y'all know what I'm saying. Is that true?
Um, I believe,
I
I
mean,
believe. Hold on, Ellison. I believe, yeah, no. I believe, yeah, no. I believe, like, even if you eat healthy, you still got to work out to keep your man healthy. You know what I mean? You got to keep your man pumped with testosterone and all that stuff to get him. You know what I mean? That comes from working out. That comes from working out your legs and all that. But go ahead, Ellison.
I was basically going to say what you just said. I mean, um, I think working out, like especially working on your core and your legs, like doing squats, working on your core, so you able to um, basically not fall under certain conditions. I would say it'd be the best thing. You know what I mean? Like we already had these discussions about doing squats a lot more for your testosterone and to boost it up. Certain exercises for those particular reasons. I mean, honestly, same thing. Ladies do certain exercises to you know build them up in certain ways too, so they can last longer. You know what I mean? So I think you cut back on the sugar, you will have more energy. So with that being said, yeah, you could say that, like cut back on certain things that won't weigh you down, so to speak. Like you won't feel bloated or tired or fatigued after eating certain foods. Yeah, I mean, eating a whole bunch of pork and stuff like that, you're not gonna be feeling like you want to get it in. I guess you would say like you have to cut back on certain things regardless, and just drinking more water. I mean, like honestly, taking your vitamins, taking your sea moss, your elderberry, drinking your alkaline waters and stuff like that, or your spring water, that helps out too. I mean, we forget about drinking, like just drinking water, like spring water or alkaline water. You know, that helps out your body because your body needs water. Your body needs water regardless over anything else. So I think that helps out with your um, performance. Stay
I
PC.
want to real quick. I want to add something too. Um, when I was earlier this year, I
Justin, I
did.
can't I can't see you again, bro. You didn't got dark on me.
I'm in a. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm driving again.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
driving again. I just pulled up. I want to respond.
okay.
Um, I want to add to that too. Earlier this year, for like a month, like 3 weeks, I went straight cucumber and water diet. Straight cucumber and water. Only eat once a week. Only once a day. Excuse me. And I noticed on that note, my mind to, you can say penis concentration or whatever you want to put it, it was like on point because if I thought about it, he was there, he was ready.
Justin, you are
So
lagging, bro.
coming from not, I guess,
Exactly.
overeating,
Justin,
overeating. Can you hear me?
you are lagging because I think it's
Can you
because
hear
you are
me?
moving. I can hear you, but I think you're lagging because you're driving.
All right, go ahead. I'll come back to that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna continue, and I guess when you get to a certain point where you can stop, because when you were stopped, like it was perfect. When you were talking, Justin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so yes, that is true. It's funny because I remember when I was younger, like you know how we are as boys, we want to experiment, do our thing, and I think it's true that how you eat reflects your bedroom game. Like it is mental. I will say that it is mental. Like I think over 90% of it is mental, but your stamina, your ability to last long, all that plays a factor. It's like you said, Justin, it's mind, it's penis and mind health, but it all has to be intertwined together. So yeah, you can have the greatest health, But if you psyching yourself out, it's gonna mess you up to have, have sex and have intercourse, and vice versa. So I know for a fact when I was not eating good, my erections was not as strong. I couldn't stay up like that. Not saying that I couldn't get hard, but I'm just saying, like, there's a difference when you're putting the right stuff inside of your body and you're eating properly. All that's completely different. It's been different. Like, it's been different for me for years, but I'm just saying, like, when I was younger, it was a struggle because I was not taking care of my body. And then everything else that goes on in the mind too. So I truly believe, and Ellison, you can chime in on this, or Justin, whenever you get yourself settled. Like, do y'all think that mental, and I know this is maybe a different topic, I'm kind of going into something else, but do you think that mental health plays a major role in that as well? That's a tough question.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like, if you want to, I can answer real quick. So mental health, as far as like stress, anxiety, depression, all that could mess with your sex drive or your performance. Like I said before, if you're in your own head for too long, you start setting yourself out for anything. Even going for a job interview, even you see a girl that you like and she may want you to talk to her, but now you're psyching yourself out because it's like you doubt your own self and you're less likely to have that I guess what somebody should say, testicular fortitude.
Oh, that's what Mick Foley used to say that.
Yeah, I knew you got it.
Mankind, I remember that. Stupid, bro.
But yeah, I mean, like I think the stress and different things like that would mess with your performance because you can psych yourself out with anything. Like if it's been a while since you got some, so to speak, and you get in there right now, you probably be like, damn, like I didn't do this in a while. Before you realize it, you start psyching yourself out the same way people will tell you. Like talking to some of my friends in the past, they would tell me that, like, my female friends would say, guys told them like the way they think about certain things, they could perform a lot longer because they pretty much will, think about like, okay, instead of me thinking about this, I'm thinking about something else. So they actually could keep their, I guess, performance at a standstill, so to speak, or even, so they won't. Sorry, guys.
No, you fine. Go ahead. You fine.
But yeah, so pretty much.
What's up, EJ?
I think stress. EJ, see Uncle Kenny on there?
What's up, buddy?
You say hi?
What you up to, man? Look, yeah, I don't want to play. I don't want to see him.
Yeah. See, this is my life. People, my fault. It's okay. What's your phone at? You get your phone? You get your phone, boo.
Well, yeah, Justin.
I'm
sorry. Go ahead, Elson. Go ahead. You fine?
Yeah, I would say like the performance. It definitely plays a factor with your mental health.
Oh, definitely does. Justin, what's up, big boy? What's the move, brother?
The move, give me like 2 minutes. I'm about to pull in soon. Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay, all right. So since you about to pull in, that's good. That's good. So I wanted to kind of touch this topic. And I know, like I said, this may be a topic that we touch, but we can also come back to it. But it's completely up to you guys. It's whatever that, people on here who want to comment about or talk about it, thinks about it. But I wanted to touch on the topic primarily about coming down to this situation with, I think it's PJ Washington and what's her name? Brittany, is it Brittany Renner? Can y'all help me out? What's her name? Ellison, can you help me out, bro?
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. You're right.
Okay, so look, I wanted to touch on that tonight. I know we're going to come back. We're going to have a female also on there one of these nights to do the podcast, but this is something that does not go away. You know, this is not something you just like, Ellison, you actually told me about this before. This is not a situation where you just talk about it and be done with it, because this happens every day. So I wanted to kind of brush up on that and see what you guys think about it tonight. And then we can give our opinions. And then when we come back, we can have a lady, you know, whether that be a few weeks, however long we decide to do it. Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so
I
apparently,
can start actually.
Yeah, go ahead, please, go ahead.
All right, so I would say when we first heard about the story between the two, it was a wild, crazy story. So pretty much my understanding was, as soon as she had the baby, she basically dipped out, and she's trying to get child support, and she getting that money. So that's the long game right there. But the thing is, though, you got to factor in, she literally talked about this on her IG stories, on her Twitter and everything else. So she had this planned out beforehand. And, you know, looking from different aspects of the situation, it seems like PJ Washington, he didn't amount to what he's supposed to amount to. And that could be a factor why she kind of dipped out, because she probably thought he's going to make more money. But at this point, he's not on the level of a superstar, even though he's a basketball player. So she, you know, bet it and she lost her bet. So now she got a plan B, which is, you know, the kid, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't want to go all too deep into the conversation, or you guys chiming in, but just seeing how they both interact after the fact is interesting. I'll let you, you know, take it over.
Justin, go ahead. I'm going to
What was your question again? What was your question again? I'm sorry. What?
No, it's no
what was
problem.
your question again?
Okay, so the question is, like I said, I asked if you guys want to kind of dive into the actual topic of PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. That story has been out. PJ Washington, if anybody doesn't know, he is a NBA basketball player who just got recently drafted. Young guy. Brittany Renner is probably, I don't know if she's in her mid-20s or close to 30. And I just wanted to bring that up. And
she's in her 30s.
She's in her 30s. Okay. So I wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to get your intake on it and let me know how you guys feel about that. How do you feel about the situation? I should say.
I mean, I know about I seen when it first came out with her and him and the whole, you know, trapping the young boy. I don't know if it was a trap or not. It was a but I can't be mad at her because he knew you making millions of dollars. Why you not wrapping it up? Be like, and you young. Yeah. Nigga, you getting, you know what I mean? I can't feel bad for her for how she got it, because if she didn't do it, somebody else is gonna do it, because his OGs or whoever didn't explain to him, when you get money, you gotta watch out for the snakes and the succubusses and all that out there. He got it at 18, so that's she got him young. 18, dang. God, she's gonna be living good for the rest of it. Well, at least let's say child life, you know what I mean? At least child get 18 and she don't get some more basketball players. But it's a bunch of I think when I talked to y'all the other day, y'all was like, Elson was like, she has a book. She put it in her book and all that stuff, how to get these young boys and all that stuff. And it's sad because he don't know no better. Now he's got I think I seen recently he has another girlfriend, another IG model he hugged up on. So it's like, dog, he don't know. I guess he don't learn, bro. He gonna find out. Some people find out. Yeah, some people find out the hard way. Some people stuff need to happen to them for them to find out and realize, like, it's sad, you know what I mean? She got the baby. The baby's born, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The baby's here.
I think so.
The baby's here right now. Like, so, you know, like,
I mean, I can't. Go ahead, no, go ahead.
Yeah, my fault, my fault. I was gonna say, yeah, she's trying to now insinuate that he was a bad boyfriend or fiance or what have you, because it's up in the air if they were married or they weren't married, but that doesn't even matter. The fact of the matter is, like you said, Justin, he's basically rinsing and repeating the whole situation again. Another IG model. You're not looking for anybody to really wife up to settle down with. So at this point, he is young, so you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over. But at the same time, we have older. If you want to talk about, we have older dudes that's doing the same thing. Like they raw dogging it out with a lot of females in the industry, and that, or not even in the industry, just like IG chicks or whatever. And that's why they get in having a lot of baby mothers and stuff like that. And this is the people that his generation would look up to, honestly, because yeah, like with our generation, yeah, things may happen, but the first thing we was taught, like by our OGs and stuff like that, was to wrap it up. Make sure you have your own condoms. Make sure you don't use a condom from somebody else that you're trying to deal with, because it could be tampered with. I mean, that happens also too, But yeah, for him not to even try to wrap it up is wild crazy.
I'll be right back. Let me get my charger. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Not to cut. Not just that. It's just even if he wrapped it up with a condom, and she knew what she wanted to do with him. Nah, that kind of was gonna stop her. Girls, I remember girls in high school used to bite, poke holes in condoms, and they give you the condom too. They give you the condom to hit. You know what I mean? You'd be a fool to take a condom from a girl. You know what I mean? Hell no. Why? Hell, never take a condom from a girl. Never take a condom unless you see her open the fucking box. Even that's still, you could poke holes in the fucking box. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? But that wasn't gonna stop her from getting that baby. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not mad at her for doing what she did to him, because she felt like she had a Vic, so she wouldn't got the Vic. So it just sucks that for her doing that, you're gonna have a lot of them girls out there thinking that they don't have to go to school, or they don't have to, get their own careers. They could just go and fuck a basketball player. That's how it always been. That's how it is still. But it's just sad, because girls want to look like other girls, want to look like the typical, Instagram model. So they're now guys gonna holler at them. I don't want to jump subjects and stuff like that, but I seen a girl talk about, oh, my body, I got a good body, and my butt is fat, and I got big titties, but that's, guys only like that. Guys only go for that. Certain type of guys only go for that. And that's what I heard. I'm like I don't want to curse or nothing like that right now, but I'm like,
you ain't cursed.
Y'all girls go out there and get your, Y'all girls go out there and get your motherfucking bodies done up. You know what I mean? They get their bodies fucking done up. You spend thousands of dollars, get your titties popping, get your ass popping, get your stomach, the fat sucked at your stomach, just to say, I don't like how when a man look at me and I'm dressed the way I'm dressed, he only can see one thing. He don't want to get to know me. It's like, I'm sorry, shorty. Like you did everything that you possibly could to make a nigga not get to know you. You know what I mean? And girls with that type of body, usually when you talk to them, he said, "What's up?" They usually, if they like you, they're gonna turn around and start smiling, hard, like chick, So it's not like my goal is to smash as soon as possible. You got what I'm looking for. My goal is to smash. So I don't need to get to know you, or because you're gonna give me the pussy. If you're gonna give me the pussy, I don't need to get to know you, because I got what I got already. You feel me? So it's like girls do the same thing. You guys, you're gonna give up, whatever. They're gonna get the guys because niggas got money and shit, so they get a baby and all that. That's cool, but don't act like it's just guys. Guys, that's the only thing we think about is sex. That's not true. I don't think about sex all the time. I think about money, not think about sex. I think about money first and sex. But I know, right? It's like me too. Let me stop playing.
Don't be
but it's true
in this equation, bro. Go ahead.
I know, you know what I mean, but nah. But for real, like that's a. I don't mean to jump conversation topics, but that's the truth. Like, how do you go get your body done? Because God wasn't hollering at you, or the type of guy wasn't hollering at you, so you went got your body done. Now the guys that you want, they hitting and they running. You know, if a guy goes and you his body type and he met you the way he met you, you can't get mad for him leaving. For him leaving and treating you a certain kind of way because you didn't tell a man like, yo, get to know me, or let's talk, or let's you giving him the pussy. And I'm not gonna lie here. When I was 18, if I had a girl like that chick coming around and want to go give me the pussy and she was 30 and she looked the way she looked, yeah, I would have hit that shit raw. Hell yeah, I would have hit that shit raw. I would have told my homies like, yo, nigga, I'm hitting that shit raw because the way she looks. And I've been seeing this type of chick on videos for years, and now somebody want to come and suck my cock who look like this, and I'm gonna do it. But not, you know what I mean, he's not a regular dude. He gets money. He got. You got a crazy future ahead. That's what I'm saying. His OG should have been here. Like, nah, just hit that chick, man. Keep hitting it. You know, just keep hitting it. Because I never heard of what are they called? Groupies or girls like that fuck with guys that, let's say, who got who's sterile or something like that. That's what niggas need to have. If you don't want a baby, you need to go, and you're an athlete, go get your shit chopped or tied up or whatever, and fuck you all. Let them think that you're gonna, you know what I mean? Let them think that they're gonna get some bread off of you. Hell no. Because you're gonna go look like that, complain to me because you wouldn't look like that. That's like me going, you know what I mean? Me going and saying, oh, yeah, girls, they always just want to run my chest or run my big arms and say, I'm not trying to get, I just want to fuck. Me too. I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. I go in there and put the work in the gym. I know what I'm doing. I know what make the girls like me. You know, I know what I'm doing. So I can't get mad for girls like, oh, yeah, I thought you really liked me because yeah, I did, but I just want to try you out and shit. But then I'm not gonna sit here and cry. Nah, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, she took advantage." No, she didn't. You know what I mean? If anything, I took advantage of her. But I didn't get. I don't. And I'm not saying he wanted a baby. I'm not saying he wanted to stay with his shorty. I'm not saying everybody's saying she got a baby. She's not the only girl that got a baby from a fucking. Matter of fact, why is this thing even popping? Who is this? Who was this chick before this? Who did she have she had a career or something like that before this?
Let me answer your question. So, no, I think she's typical IG model that does like some tummy tea, whatever the case is. Like, so she got her own business. But she met a lot of different athletes and rappers. So she messed with the, futures of the world. She talked about in her book that she did before that Colin Kaepernick that she dealt with or she wanted to deal with, he didn't want to fly her out. She had to pay herself, and she was mad about that. So some ladies was looking at that like, yeah, he's a broke dude or whatever the case is, but I'm not obligated to fly you out. Like that's not my
That was
job.
that chick?
Yeah, that was that chick. Yep, that's her. So,
Oh, see, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, so even with I'm gonna go back what you were saying about like some ladies getting enhancements or getting certain things done. They will chalk it up to like having low self-esteem or something like that, but then you will deal with a different consequence that you didn't want unless you just want to go out and just mess with different dudes or whatever the case is. I don't think a lot of ladies want to do that. They would put the facade like they want to, but at the end of the day, they wanted a different outcome. Like I listened to a podcast earlier, and the guy was saying that a lot of ladies now that he used to be attracted to, they used to have the enhancements or look in a certain type of way, but now they taking those out and they trying to have a smaller frame because certain athletes like they look for the girls with a smaller frame. They don't want somebody now. Stuff is like ebb and flow. So a few years from now, thick chicks be in again. But right now, it's like girls who have a more proportionate body type that is in, so to speak, whatever. Because it gets to the point that people, a lot of ladies, get the enhancements too much and it looks kind of wild crazy. So with her, she doesn't look like she has a small frame. It's not like she like have anything wild crazy, anything like that. She's a pretty girl, you know. So I understand it. If like you said, like if I was 18 and she was, I think she's 27. So even though she was trying to talk to him since she was 17, but that's neither here nor there. Like if it was flipped around, it'd be a whole different story. You know, with the sex, you know, if she was a 17-year-old girl and the dude's almost 30, then it'd be an issue. But you know, that's a different conversation for a different day. But for her to do what she did, she knew she was doing. She had it planned. Like I said, she had it planned out. At the same time, he, you know, even though he probably wasn't used to that type of lady, he still had to think about it though. Like you got, you know, as men, we have to put our own lives in our hands. Like you can't just, you know, that's when people were trying to say like, oh, he was a little kid and stuff like that. But he had parents though. You know, you had older people in your life that they probably did try and tell you ahead of time, but you didn't want to listen. So now these are the consequences. And that's the point. I mean, we all were young at one point. When somebody older trying to tell you something, you be like, yo, you know what I mean, fuck out of here. You're going to do you. And shit happens. I've been told, you know, not to do this, not to do that. And I still did shit. I got in trouble. I mean, everybody did. I mean, that's how you grow up sometimes, you know what I mean? So with him, I mean, 200K a month, man, listen, that's crazy, you know. But at the end of the day, if he's not making that money anymore, then they will have to adjust it. So if he want to keep paying that for the next 18 years per month, like then that's on him. I mean, is honestly, there's ways around it. You know, if his career only lasts for like 4 or 5 years, they're gonna have to adjust it. But by then, she gonna probably find another dude. You know, like she literally, her goal is to basically get a stepdad in her life right now. That she said. She said,
I
"Yeah,
heard
I'm
that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
heard
looking
heard
for a
it too.
stepdad." So now, you know, that everything is going to come out sooner or later. Like it's going to be a dude that's going to be with her. Every be some kind of famous person will be with her because how she looks, and it's all for likes and clicks. So since she's being talked about at this moment, somebody's going to try and slide in her DMs and try to, you know, basically get the name off of something. Oh yeah, you see, I'm dating Brittany Renner right now. Da, da, da. Like, I mean, if you want to go into it, even after the whole thing with Superhead, Drew still dated Superhead.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, you know, so you knew what it was, and you know, Corinne Stephens, she's not an ugly lady. She's not. She's very attractive, but at the same time, you know her history. So then you gotta think about it, like when you go out, especially in that industry, when you go out and you see dudes that may have dealt with her in those ways before, you can't get mad. Like you have to be really secure with yourself to deal with somebody like that. And a lot of guys ain't.
But
They be
see,
quick to what you
yep.
said about my shorty.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew about your shorty. You knew about your shorty. You know what I mean? Like even with PJ Washington, everybody knew about your shorty before you dated her. People who told you on your team, people who knew you in real life told you about her beforehand if you didn't know about her, but everybody knew about her. I knew about her since 2018, 2019. So you saying that you just found out about her? Nah, like that you like you capping on that right there. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. But
So
shit.
yeah. So, anyways, let me say what I think. Ellison, you actually and Justin, both of you guys made outstanding points. It's a very, very, very hard situation because I think it has a lot to do with you being a young boy. Like we got to remind ourselves, how were we when we were 18 years old? Like I can remind myself of how I used to be when I was a child. Like, you know, I just did a lot of crazy things, man. And it's like when you had that type of notoriety, you're famous, you're getting some money, and you know you can have the type of girl that you even watched in the pornos or you done saw on TV, you're gonna go to it. That's just what it is. I mean, you're 18. If a shorty is gonna give you some booty and you know she older than you and she wants you, like take the shorty Bernice Burgos. Y'all know who she is, right? Bernice Burgos.
No, who that?
That's another woman. She's in her 40s, but she looks like she's in her late 20s, early 30s. She's a girl, dark-skinned girl, probably about our complexion, all of our complexion. And she messed with T.I., but she's known for messing with different men too. But the whole thing about it is,
wait, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick, I ain't gonna hold you. She's a grandmother. All right, go.
I'm sorry. She is a grandmother. Yeah. So she's a grandmother. And she is trying to go after what I saw, may be true or not. She's trying to go after a kid who's about to either go to college or about to come to the NBA too. So there's this whole wave or movement of women, older women coming after these young guys. And at the end of the day, I don't care what we say on this podcast. Our peers or our OGs, they're not around us 24/7. We were doing stuff, all of us, we were doing stuff when nobody was around us. Like we were going and doing our little business. That's what happened. He probably slid in her DMs. She probably said, "What's up? Let's link up." And he busted down. So, I mean, I don't know who to blame in this. I don't even know if anybody to blame, guys. Like, is there anybody to blame? Because,
well,
go ahead.
No, well, I was gonna say, well, what Elson said, if it's true, if she was, working them since she was 17, then it had to be, that's weird. She was working them since she was 17. So if she's 28, that means no, she's 28 now, or how old was she was back then? Like how long ago did they start messing up?
I want to say 2 years, probably 1 or 2 years. So it was fairly recent. So she probably was 25 and he was like 17, or 24, he was 17 or something like that. So I think it's like a 7-year difference or something, if I'm not mistaken.
7-year difference.
My thing is this. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not gonna skeet in something, or I'm not gonna say I wasn't skeeting something, skeeting the shorty, but if I know dudes is hitting that joint and I can see, I always said, if I can see the shorty, if I can see her partners, I ain't fucking with the bitch. You know what I mean? That's what I always said. If I can see your partners, if I can go on the porno and say, damn, so you was on 55, 800 pornos and you did whatever, damn, okay, that's an 800 niggas. If I see, and then this is my homie, and yeah, they rubbing elbows together in the industry and all that stuff, and I heard stories about this chick is how she get around, because she's on Instagram. You know what I mean? She's in the industry. This dude mess with her. This is like not to cut it. This like what's his name? I seen an interview with Boosie, and he was talking about what's his name? Steve Harvey, Lori Harvey. And he said I can't give her. I forgot what he said, because he just was at the Puff Daddy's house and he was fucking with her. Now old boy's fucking with her now. I don't think he's fucking with her no more. But it's like I just seen her fucking with the homie. Now she jumping on dicks. You know what I mean? Like, why niggas want to wife girls like this? There's millions of ladies out here. Like, why do you want to?
Because they have notoriety. They're beautiful. What are you talking about? You would do the same thing, dog. Don't even get on this podcast.
No, I wouldn't.
Are you serious?
Let me jump in real quick.
Positive.
So with Lori Harvey's situation, I mean, honestly, I can look at it from a whole different aspect. I can't really confirm anything, but to me, it's more so like people want the facade, like, okay, I have a pretty girl on my arm, maybe because they're doing some stuff behind the scenes. That's what I want to say about that. I mean, people can do what they want to, but at the same time, like, Lori Harvey, a lot of ladies, they like what she's doing. Oh yeah, girl, get your man. And I know people making jokes about it, like, yo, has anybody ever heard Lori Harvey actually speak?
No. Oh my God. No. That's a good.
I did.
Things like,
I did.
Can she talk?
I did one time. She was like, Yeah, she talk like this. Oh yeah, she said all the right things. She said all the right things, baby. She said all the right things.
So once again, and it's on podcast, has nothing to do with Justin on here at this moment. Again,
No,
once
it
again,
doesn't. It doesn't. It does
we gotta
not.
do a disclaimer.
Every
I gotta
video
do
you gotta
disclaimers
do
for
that noise or do some noise, bro.
Nigga, you said that she talked. I didn't know that girl didn't talk. I
I mean,
didn't
she
know.
don't.
Let me see.
No. I mean,
Huh?
I would assume that she's talking, but you never hear her in interviews talking anything like that. You just know she's a pretty girl,
Yeah.
and that's it. So it's like, um, Michael B. Jordan, he was dating her. I don't know if they still together or not. She was dating Future. She was dating Diddy. She was dating Diddy's son, so on and so forth. So at the
Wasn't
end
she
of the
dating
day,
Terrence too from 106 and Park or some shit like that?
Oh Lord, you gotta
possibly,
get out of here with that tonight.
possibly. I mean, possibly.
No,
I mean,
I'm not. I'm
like,
not. I don't want to. I mean, allegedly, this is years
allegedly,
ago, but I believe he got into a car accident with Shorty in the car. I'm not sure. I think he got into a car accident maybe like 2 years ago or some shit like that. I
I don't think
remember he got into a car accident.
it was another girl. I know you're talking about. I know you was talking about too because he got into a car accident, and I think he was with somebody at the time. He was with like I think he's married or dating somebody, and allegedly he got into a car accident with another female in the car, and then she dipped out. I don't think it was her though. I don't think that was her. I
Okay.
know you said this too, but everything on here is alleged. So
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
yeah, so like I mean,
It happened,
I,
dog.
I, I,
Look,
like,
okay, so let me look, listen. Let's go ahead and put the disclaimer out because we are talking about this. Back to you, Justin and Ellison. I know we all are,
Why me?
you know, what we are, but you can't sit up here and say if you were in that position, you would have a thought about it. If you knew you had power, if you knew that you could go and get any shorty because of your notoriety, because of the money that you make, because of who you are, it's easy to say, nah, I wouldn't do that because we're in this position right now. We're not famous. But if you got a bad shorty that wants you, you can't say that you would turn her down.
I can.
I can respond. So
Hold on, no.
it was
Hold
another
on. Hold up. He said Justin. Hold up.
I said the
Hold
both of
up. He
y'all.
said
The
me.
both of y'all.
No, you
The
said
both of y'all.
Justin. You said that comment like maybe like 5 minutes ago when Elsa started speaking. I can tell you this me right now. Me right now, no. Me at 18, probably yeah. Me now, no. Fuck that bitch. Me at 18, 17, 18, and she was pressing up on me and shit like that. Yeah, I guess the probably, I don't, I can't say, first
Yeah.
off, seeing a shorty like that at 18 and how I looked at 18, I was, I'm heavy set and all that stuff. I would think she was trying to get me. Yeah, I can get the pussy and shit, but I couldn't, nah, She looks, but nah, but that's the thing about that too. There's girls who have natural figures, who's big titties and fat ass, who's natural, who just genuine good people who just want a man and that's it, and just want to get married and all that. We talking about people that go out, look right to trap a nigga. Um, I don't know. You probably right, King. At 18, I probably would have got caught up at
We all
18.
would have at
Me
18.
now, no. I could say I say no. I could say no now because I never fucked a homie girlfriend or wife or anything like the wifeys. I don't I don't dream about sticking my dick in something that my homie sticks his dick in. I don't think about that. I mean, I don't like, oh yes, I can't wait to
Neither
marry
do
you
I.
or get with you. No. This
Right.
man, listen, I'm not to jump from story to story, but coming from New York to Virginia, then when we took our trip, that's like going out the country and all that shit. And all them girls, and I'm like, why would I settle? Why would I want to? Wow, for this chick that mad niggas have hit.
Yeah.
This is this chick over here nobody know about. and she's digging me for me, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with her. You know, but I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna cause she sucked this dude dick, she sucked that dude dick, she licking pussy, and I gotta jump on her because she got a little body, a little figure on her. Fuck that, nigga. Fuck that bitch gonna give me some disease.
Yeah.
Nobody talk. You telling me nobody talks about that shit? Like you telling me this whole industry, rap or R&B, nobody got a fucking disease besides Usher allegedly, besides
They
him
do.
allegedly. You know, come on now. You know what I mean? So I'm not doing all that. These niggas, yeah, they got makeup on and shit. These celebrities, motherfuckers got the monster, man. Stop playing. Y'all girls, we want to jump out there and yeah, jump from nigga to nigga. And these niggas jump from nigga to nigga. These niggas,
That was
these niggas is
Go ahead, Alex. I ain't trying to cut you off. Go ahead, Alex. What you gotta say real quick?
My fault, Jeff.
yeah, go ahead.
I was ready to jump in. For the way I believe, I mean, like for me, I agree with my brother. I was never that type of dude that if my man smashing a shorty, I want to smash too. Cause some niggas be some dudes I would say is how would I say it? To me, some guys are like fans of other dudes and shit like that, so they want to deal with the same shorty this guy dealt with or whatever like that. If you know a famous rapper, has sex with a shorty, you want to have sex with her too. If you knew that this famous rapper was getting topped out by the shorty, you want you want to kiss her? Like this is that's how my logic is.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these dudes, that's what they do. So it's like y'all passing around the same 5 girls in the industry, even though hundreds of girls that's in the industry that don't get around like that because they have, we always talk about the handful of girls. There's a lot of ladies in the industry that don't get down like that, you know what I mean? And they hold themselves at a higher standard like you should be. You should, like anybody should. And that's the whole thing with I keep going back to like having self-esteem because clearly if you go messing with different dudes, you don't have like that self-esteem that you claim to have on IG videos.
True.
You know what I mean? Like you could tell looking at her video, she's talking about Brittany Renner. She's talking about how she's going to do her, whatever like that, whatever the case is. You could see the hurt in her face.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care how pretty you are. You can see that shit. So at the end of the day, yeah, you're gonna be some guys that still want to deal with her. Like, come on now, like you have a few rappers that got the same baby mothers, and they keep going back and forth arguing like, nah, yo, don't be talking to my BM like that. That's my BM. What you talking about? Like that shit is all lame because you had the opportunity to deal with anybody else, but you didn't. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
even when I was 18, when I was younger, I still had the same mindset. That won't ever change. You know, like because I would judge you and the dudes that you deal with sometimes. So I'm like, if you deal with one of my mans and you trying to, deal with me, I can't rock out like that.
Yeah.
Even like when I was 18, 19, I was heavy, so I always went up and down my weight, but I didn't really have issues with the opposite sex like that. But at the same time, it never crossed my mind to, yo, shorty right there, like my man just smashed, I'm trying to smash too. That's weird to me. But these are new dudes nowadays, so that's especially in the industry.
It's the same dudes. It's the same dudes.
Same dude. So
nothing
look,
new under the sun. It's nothing new.
Yeah. So look, guys, I have a little one to attend to. I don't know if we can kind of wrap this up and come back.
Got you.
Oh, yeah, it's getting a little late, guys. So I don't know, maybe we can come back and revisit this topic, maybe either next week or whenever, we'll definitely figure it out. But if we can kind of wrap it up, I got a little one to kind of tend to. I ain't really messed with her today, so y'all know my little beautiful daughter.
She's
so
gonna beat you up.
Well, get out of here, man. But I know if
I said she's gonna beat you up.
Yeah, she is. I didn't know if you guys had any closing remarks or.
Yeah, let me go first real quick, Ellison. I just want to put it out there. I'm not saying every girl that's who has a sexy body or not a sexy body, who gets surgery done and all that, they hoes and shit. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not here saying that. Yeah, girls out there who looks fantastic, who just want a regular man, or they just want a regular man, to be loyal to them and vice versa. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying You know the hoes, you know the worthless niggas. We all know 'em. You see them. You see them when we talk to them and we start to date them. We see that this motherfucker ain't worth this. Yeah, so I don't feel bad. This is King J. That's what I say. And yeah, hit that tonight. I'm about to go hit that right now. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Go
Ellison,
ahead, go ahead, Elson. Go ahead.
King
All
Els.
right, so real quick, yeah, yeah, King Ellis. I want to, piggyback on my brother said, definitely not saying every female that got enhancement are the same. Because at the same time, I guess when we discuss certain things, we discuss the worst case scenario sort of subject. So
Ellison, hold on. Justin, whatever you doing, my brother, please stop. Cause you are literally cutting in him talking. Thank you.
Got you.
yeah, I was saying like pretty much when it comes down to um on my brother's side, I definitely agree. Not saying every female that got enhancements are like the same because they're not, definitely. And unfortunately, we live in this world that you're gonna have people that take advantage, and they know that you got low self-esteem, they're gonna take advantage of it. So ladies, you just gotta be mindful of who you choose to be with, and fellas, you gotta be mindful as well. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like if you gotta be honest and mindful at the same time. If you're not looking to settle down, you're just looking to get it in, vice versa. Be upfront about it. You know what I mean? So, um, that's all I gotta really say about it. Be safe out there, people, and like and
All right,
subscribe.
guys. All right, guys. So episode 2, once again, it's on podcast. We did it again. We had to make it longer. We can't do these little 15, 20-minute conversations. My brothers got on me about this. They said, look, we got some stuff we got to say. We got to have a conversation. We need to open up, have an open dialogue. And we did that tonight. And hopefully you all were satisfied with what you guys heard, because we will be coming again with that BS like we always do. With jokes, laughter, seriousness. We even may go at it with each other. We'll be having different guests on here too as well. So, like I said, guys, we appreciate you all for joining us again tonight. And as always, once again, it's on. Peace out. Everybody say peace out. We can go ahead and end this
Once
thing
again,
tonight.
it's on.
Once again, it's on. All right, fellas, y'all have
Blessings.
a good
Peace
night.
out,
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen, y'all have a
Be
good one.
safe.
Be safe. All right, peace.